The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you call it. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Demon Deacons pick up the first down.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the first down.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got a little space. He's loose. It's a running touchdown. Wait. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
3rd down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field, that plays perfectly in to the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
They'll run the option. Give to the running back. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, a lot of space. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. And the Demon Deacons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Finds a little space. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Line getting set on second down. Finds the tight end. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. On the option. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll race it to the house. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Might be changing the route. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Demon Deacons are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake. This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Going to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lane. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Tight end now in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven.
And he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
On the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
That's just a chip shot. That's just
the give and tick. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. kick is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their... There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the...
seeing a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Fires to the tight end. Net at all the mix. Windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And it falls incomplete, but that... would have been disastrous. The defender was right there. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. It's a seam lot. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touch. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Wide open spaces. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shame. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And I love this.
To the air, it's Aller. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he'll run it into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left. Makes one man miss. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
The Nittany Lions get enough for the 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack.
There he goes! Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job
trying to get it in. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! To throw, it's Allard. Setting up the screen. Oh, what a move.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finds his man. It's Singleton. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good at zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Catch in the middle, it's Pena.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions will keep this drive going.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Nittany! No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Picked off.